Hi folks, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a pre-Christmas speed clean. The living room and dining room are looking a little bit worse for wear, but to be honest, this is what they normally look like. So I thought I'd show you the reality of what our daily living space looks like and give it a really good clean. However, I do have a 4-year-old, so by the time she gets home from nursery, half an hour later, it will look exactly the same again. But hey ho, that is life. So let's get cracking. So I'm just gonna start from where I'm stood, from where I filmed the intro. So this is the dining table. It's covered in washing. So that's one job I need to do. It's also got these pictures on, which I need to do something with, but I need Anthony's help. So I'm doing a picture gallery over on that blank wall over there. So I've got these pictures all ready to put up. I just need an extra pair of hands, so I'm going to have to do something with those. I've got washing, drying there. The sideboard needs a good dust and wipe down, so do those pictures up there. Here's our Christmas tree. Very pleased with how that's turned out this year. The windows here into the playroom, they need a good clean. This is the tall boy where we just keep junk in these drawers basically. I won't show you. Actually, I will show you this top drawer. This is where the elf lives during the day. He's not there at the minute, but he brings Izzy a book every day, and this is where we store the little labels, and this is where the elf goes. So yeah, that's the elf's little bed. She doesn't know that. Then it comes out every morning and brings her a little surprise. So all of this needs polishing. I need to have a general tidy up. I've got some eBay stuff down there that needs to be put somewhere else that isn't there. I need to do the skirting boards. I've got washing on the radiator. The floors need a good hoover and a good mop. I've got my lights there, but I don't think I'm going to use them today. I think we're going to be okay, so they just need to go back upstairs. Here's the little elf. In fact, first job, I put the elves away. And the elves left Izzy a little note. They didn't bring a present today because she was a bit naughty yesterday, so they've left her a little note that says be good. So we'll see whether she will or not. So I'll just put the elves back into their little house, and they might make an appearance tomorrow morning, who knows. That's it, one job done. So moving over to the living room. Got Izzy's toys. This all needs a really good clean, and then the worst job of all, which I'll probably do after I've sorted the washing out, is clean this out. So this is our log burner, and I absolutely love it, but my god, it's messy. I mean, look at the mess. And because ash goes more or less everywhere, this rug has taken a bit of a battering, so this needs a proper deep clean again with the rug doctor, but I'm not doing that today. I'm just going to give it a good hoover. Moving over onto this section, so this is where we keep the coal and the wood for the fire. So all underneath here, all the floor underneath here needs a good hoover and a good mop through. So up to the mantelpiece, this, I'm in two minds whether to take all this off and clean underneath. Can I be bothered? Not entirely sure. I'll see how I feel. I might just sort of dust around it and see if that will suffice. The sofa and the chair needs a good tidy, and blankets need sorting, and the floor here and the rug needs a good hoover and a good mop. Again, I've got some more eBay stuff down there that needs taking back upstairs, and then we're more or less back to the beginning. So I better get started. I think the first thing I'm going to do is sort this washing out. So that's the dining room tidy and more or less clutter free. Everything that shouldn't be here has been moved. I'll show you where it's been moved to. There. And over here. So all this stuff now needs to go upstairs. Yeah. But at least it's not in the dining room anymore. That's the main thing. So I'm not entirely sure what to do with these pictures because I want to get them up as soon as possible, like at least before Christmas. And they've been sat on the dining table for about 3 weeks now. But I need Anthony's help to put them up for me. So I think they'll just have to stay there. So that is that section done, tidied wise. So I just need to clean it. But first, I think what I'm going to do is tackle the fire. So that is the fire all cleaned out. I mean, it doesn't take too long to be honest, but it is a bit of a messy job. So if you are thinking about getting a log burner, it's just something to bear in mind. If you don't like mess and dirt, I don't think a log burner's for you. And that's the living room tidied. So what I'm going to do now is waz the hoover around. I think then I'm going to do a clockwise clean in Missy Tinch style, starting from here, and then I'm going to work my way around. So that is the hoovering done. I'm now going to do a clockwise clean, starting at the sideboard and working my way around. I'm going to, whoa, what's happened to you, Dave? I'm going to use Dave first, and then I'm going to do a bit of Mr. Sheen. Well, it's not Mr. Sheen, it's Wilkinson's multi-surface polish. But I'm going to Sheen, I'm going to Dave, then I'm going to Sheen. are done. I think this looks 100% better than what it did before. Everything's been put away. Well, I say put away, it hasn't. It's still there. It needs to be put away. But there's no clutter or things in here that shouldn't be. So everything's been daved and sheened. Table's been cleared. I've hoovered the floor. TV units had a good clean. The fires had a good clean. I didn't take this Christmas wreath off in the end because the amount of glitter that would have gone all over the floor, I just thought I'll leave it. I'll leave it, I'll do it after Christmas, and everything is so precariously balanced. This often topples off by itself, so I don't really want to touch any of it because I don't want it to end up all over the floor. But it's fine, I've given it a bit of a dust. The mirrors had a bit of a dust. I've hoovered all around here. Now this area in particular gets really dirty just because of, this is where we keep the coal and the wood. So I've given this area a good clean, and I've also given the marble and the hearth a really good wipe down as well, because they can get quite dirty with the fire. I have cleaned the windowsill. I've hoovered behind the chair, that never happens. Polished the lamps, plumped the cushions, given the rug a good hoover, and I think that's it. I think we're done. And this will last approximately half an hour until Izzy gets home. The one thing I didn't do is mop the floor. I've run out of time. I've got to go and get the bambino from nursery. But I can do that another time. But all I would do is I've just got like a Vera type mop with some Zoflora spray. I'll just give that a good spritz on the floor and give it a good going over, so I'll do that later. So yeah, I am pleased with that. I hope you've enjoyed this little speed cleaning video and a little glimpse into my Christmas decorations as well, and my Christmas decor. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to, feel free to subscribe. Press the little red button down below. You don't have to, but it would mean the absolute world to me if you did, and you'll also be kept up to date with any of my new videos. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.